"Don't get in the car, little boy," shouts to Tycoon. It turns out that it was a bright, peaceful morning in the quiet suburb of Woodland Heights. Birds chirped, sprinklers clicked, and the smell of freshly cut grass filled the air. Nothing about this day hinted that something dangerous was about to unfold. Elijah Stone, a 42-year-old billionaire entrepreneur and founder of Nexus Pulse Systems, was preparing for what should have been a routine event. He was set to deliver a speech at a tech and education gala across town. A speech that would quietly announce a $5 million donation to underserved public schools. Dressed in a sharp navy blue suit and polished red Faro Ferragamo shoes, Elijah stepped out of the Airbeam he'd rented under a discreet alias. No cameras, no entourage, just him, his phone, and his prized yellow Ferrari parked out front. He checked the time, 9:17 in the morning, and walked confidently to the driver's side. A calm breath. He opened the door and prepared to slide inside. His left hand rested on the door frame. His right foot moved toward the pedal. Then a scream, a single, piercing, heart-wrenching scream. "Don't get in the car!" Elijah froze mid-step. The voice was high, young, frantic. He turned. A small boy, no older than 7, came sprinting from across the street, tears streaming down his face, his green jacket flapping wildly behind him. He looked terrified. "Please, stop!" the boy cried again. "Don't sit down." Elijah straightened, startled. "What?" The boy didn't stop running. "Don't get in the car. There's something in there. It's not safe." "Please, mister." Elijah blinked, disoriented. "Slow down." "What are you talking about?" The boy pointed furiously under the seat. "I saw a man put something there early this morning. Wires, a box." He had gloves. Elijah's heart skipped. The boy wasn't joking. His voice cracked with fear, his eyes begging to be believed. Still standing with the door open, Elijah slowly leaned forward and looked under the driver's seat. Just enough to spot something black, metallic, and out of place. A blinking red light. He immediately backed away, his blood running cold. Within 4 minutes, Elijah's private security team screeched into the neighborhood in 2 black SUVs. Their weapons were concealed, but their urgency was not. The lead agent examined the undercarriage, opened the interior cautiously, and within seconds confirmed it. "Sir, there's a device." Motion triggered, definitely an explosive. Emergency services were called. Police blocked the street. The bomb squad followed. Elijah stood on the sidewalk, hands trembling, unable to stop staring at the little boy who had just sprinted across a suburban lawn and saved his life. The boy's name was Caleb Wilson, age 7. He lived 3 houses down with his mother, who was still asleep after her overnight nursing shift. Caleb had woken up early and sat by the window with his drawing pad when he saw a man in a black hoodie crouch beside the Ferrari before sunrise. Caleb watched in silence as the man slid something under the seat. At first, he thought the man was stealing, but then he saw the wires, the blinking light. He knew something was wrong. When Elijah came out and approached the car, Caleb panicked and ran. Elijah couldn't stop shaking, not because of what almost happened, but because of who stopped it. A boy with no badge, no phone. No one to back him up, just instinct and courage. Caleb stood nearby, staring at the pavement, afraid he'd done something wrong. Elijah knelt beside him. "Hey," he said softly. "You saved my life. Do you understand that?" Caleb nodded, eyes still wide. Elijah looked around. "Where's your mom?" Sleeping. She works at the hospital at night. I tried to call 911, but my tablet wouldn't load." Elijah exhaled slowly. "You did more than enough." The police later confirmed it wasn't just any bomb. It had been targeted, custom, built, wired to detonate the moment the door shut and weight hit the seat. It would have gone off the second Elijah sat down. Someone had tried to assassinate him. But why? No ransom note, no threats, just silent intent. That night, Elijah sat alone in a hotel suite with his security detail, reviewing neighborhood footage. At 5:03 in the morning, a blurry figure in a hoodie appeared on the driveway. 5 minutes later, gone. But something felt too familiar. Elijah enlarged the footage. The walk, the limp. Then it hit him like a freight train. A face he hadn't seen in 15 years. A name he'd tried to forget. Someone from the past. Someone he thought he'd left behind when he built his fortune. He turned to his head of security. "Find out where he's been, and get me everything you can on the boy's family. I want to help them quietly." The agent nodded. Elijah stared at the screen. A little boy had screamed just in time to save his life. But that scream had opened a door to something else. something far more dangerous than a bomb. And this time, it wasn't just his fortune on the line. It was the truth. The hotel room was dead silent as Elijah Stone stared at the paused security footage. The man who had planted the bomb, his hood down, face barely visible, was someone Elijah had buried long ago, Nathan Drake. Years ago, Nathan had been one of the earliest engineers at Nexus Pulse. Smart, loyal, and dangerously ambitious. But when he tried to steal patented designs and sell them to a competitor, Elijah had him arrested. The case destroyed Nathan's career, left him bankrupt, and cost him custody of his daughter. That daughter, Elijah now realized, was about Caleb's age. "Get me his file," Elijah said quietly to his security chief. "Every known address and check on his family." Later that night, police confirmed what Elijah suspected. Nathan had been released from prison 8 months ago. He had no fixed address but had been spotted in the area 2 weeks earlier. "Revenge," the detective said. "No doubt about it. The timing, the message. He wanted to erase you quietly." Elijah said nothing. He couldn't stop thinking about Caleb's face, the panic in his voice, the fact that the boy had no reason to care but did anyway. And he couldn't shake the thought. What if he hadn't listened? The next morning, Elijah returned to the neighborhood, not in a sports car, but in a black SUV. He knocked gently on the door of a modest brick home. Caleb's mother, Tanya Wilson, opened the door with tired eyes. Still in her scrubs, she looked confused until she recognized him. "I'm so sorry," she said quickly. "He didn't mean to cause trouble. He just said something was wrong." "He saved my life," Elijah interrupted. "Please. I owe him everything." Tanya blinked. "He's still asleep. He hasn't been himself since yesterday. Can I talk to him just for a minute?" She hesitated, then nodded. Upstairs, Caleb sat on his bed, hugging a stuffed lion. When Elijah entered, the boy looked up, wide-eyed. "You're not in trouble," Elijah said. "In fact, you're kind of a hero." Caleb said nothing. Elijah knelt beside the bed. "You trusted your gut. You ran when most people would have stayed quiet. That saved me." Caleb sniffed. "I thought you'd get mad?" "I'm not mad," Elijah said. "I'm grateful." He paused. "Can I tell you a secret?" Caleb nodded. "I was scared, too. But you gave me courage." Back downstairs, Elijah sat with Tanya. He learned that she worked 2 jobs to keep them afloat. Caleb had no siblings. His father had died 2 years ago in a factory accident. They were good people trying to survive. "I don't want money," Tanya said firmly. "Please don't turn us into a story." Elijah smiled. "I'm not here to make headlines. I just want to help." Over the next few days, things moved quickly. The footage of Caleb saving Elijah leaked to the press. A local news outlet ran a short segment. Elijah's team tried to keep it quiet, but the internet exploded. The boy in the green jacket who stopped a billionaire from stepping into a trap. Millions shared the clip. But Elijah kept his promise. Behind the scenes, he set up a trust fund for Caleb, paid off Tanya's mortgage, sent a new car with an anonymous bow, and arranged for a full academic scholarship to any school Caleb wanted. And then he did one more thing. He invited Caleb to stand beside him at the gala. 2 weeks later, in front of hundreds of donors and cameras, Elijah took the stage in a black tuxedo. But before giving his speech, he reached out to his side. "Before we begin," he said, "I'd like to introduce someone far braver than me." Caleb walked out in a tiny navy blue suit. The crowd gasped, then cheered. Elijah knelt beside him and said into the microphone, "Some people are born into privilege, others are born with purpose, and when courage meets purpose, lives are saved." He looked at Caleb. "Oh, you mine." After the gala, Caleb walked outside into the night. No yellow Ferrari, no bombs. Just a man and a boy linked not by blood or background, but by fate. "You ever ridden in a limo before?" Elijah asked. Caleb grinned. Elijah opened the door. "Then let's fix that. Because sometimes the person who saves your life is the one who had every reason to walk away but didn't. And that's what makes a hero." If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more emotional, dramatic, and unexpected tales. And let us know in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? We love hearing from all of you. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep watching.